I remember when we were celebrating our second Torah and we marched from the conference center at the Renaissance to our place in Alberta. And it was quite a little walk to go from the conference center, and we were marching on McCall, which is usually quite a busy street. And we had the police escort, and they were blocking off the street, and we had music playing, and we were men, women, children, grandparents, babies, all marching together with music, holding the Torah tight, under a beautiful chuppah. And I just remember looking at the faces of the young children in the crowd, and for them, that was really a first, for them to experience Jewish life in such an open and a happy way, and to see the pride and the joy in their face was just priceless. So that's something that really just stuck in my mind and really motivates me. Every time we think of an event, I think about the children. We're creating memories for them and Jewish experience for them, so that's really important.
What inspired us to set up Chabad here in the Valley was something that's very fundamental to the character of the Jew. And that is the importance of being concerned and loving every single Jew. This has been something that has been imbued into us by our Rebbe, and it has been something that he inspired us to do at its fullest level. I feel that one of the most important things in Jewish life is Jewish study. A Jew without Torah is like a fish without water. And the reason why it's so important is not only because it allows the person to understand and become knowledgeable of our traditions and the origins of our traditions and the application that it has and the way that it can actually be very effective for a very healthy spiritual life, but also because the Torah that we study, Torah study, is an expression of God's wisdom. And when you study God's wisdom, it's not only knowledge that you are taking into your mind and into your life, but it's spirituality. So it motivates you, it moves you, it inspires you.
We become much more observant than we ever were. It's definitely strengthened our lives on a daily basis as Jews. We get up in the morning, and Nancy and I both like to say the Modeh Ani and the prayers over the washing of the hands, which we like to do together.
As a woman, I hope to bring my passion for Torah study to the women of our community. I believe that knowledge is power, and women have a tremendous power. The key is learning and understanding and gaining a deeper appreciation to who we are and what we can accomplish in this world and the effect that we can have on the generations to come. Women have always been part of and central to Jewish life and the key and the secret to Jewish continuity. When a woman understands who she truly is, then the power is in her hands to keep the tradition going for generations to come.
I would say that one of our exciting accomplishments has been J-Teens. J-Teens is a teen group that gets together on Sundays to volunteer in community service projects, needy causes in the community. I mean, we've done so many important things to help the local community. We visited the orphanage and brought the children their toys. We went to the hospitals and also visited all the sick children. We've been to the Rainbow Room. We've given out turkeys on Thanksgiving to underprivileged families. The list goes on and on. We're constantly trying to help.
I think Chabad is inspiring great values in our children. J-Teens, they always do things to benefit their community. They see that their contribution should be to the whole world around them and not only themselves.
I think it's all about helping each other, not only within the Jewish community, also outreaching to do good things, teach our kids that being Jewish is truly a way of life. The fact that they do so many activities on a weekly basis, it's a tremendous asset, and it's great for everybody.
Rabbi Asher and Dina have this amazing quality of warmth. They open their house, they open their heart, You know, they make you feel very special. Like everybody's very important. We all are like brothers and sisters when we're around them, and their unconditional acceptance and support is really touching and very authentic.
And even though they inspire us by the way that they lead their lives, they're very open and they understand like how we all come from different traditions, we all come from different backgrounds.
A second thing I would say is that I feel that was a great accomplishment, obviously outside of our adult education programs and our services and holiday programs, is our public menorah in Archer Park. And this is a sense of pride of all people, that if you believe in something, you should be able to freely live it. And I think that's an important message. It's a universal message. And the fact that the city partnered with us and they actually built the menorah, the city built the menorah and took care of all of the logistics they needed to get that menorah up in the park. And so many people have come to me and told me how proud it made them feel that they drove downtown and they saw the menorah in the park, that they were included in part of the holidays in this city is really a tremendous accomplishment, and really a big part of gratitude has to go to our Mayor Cortez, our previous mayor, and obviously our present mayor, Mayor Jim Darling, for their involvement in every year organizing that this should go up, and of course the rest of the city of Macau.
They live their life to such a degree that they are committed to what they do, but they don't commit you to their same beliefs. They allow you to participate in their lives to whatever degree and fashion that you want to.
In a community like this, as small as we are, you have people literally from all different places from around the world. And what that brings to the table is a rainbow. Everyone has their own personality. You know, Maimonides writes, "Ein daiteim shabbos," no Jew is alike. We're all unique. And that uniqueness is what allows us to blossom and be so beautiful.
Thank you, Rabbi. Thank you, Dina, for this opportunity. Thank you from the bottom of my heart that you came to the Valley and that you are really doing a wonderful job.
Rabbi Asher and Dina, you know, we love you. Continue to try to reach out of the box to create new things and more ideas and new activities so everybody, you know, can share and touch a little bit of their Jewishness and Am Israel Chai.
Say that together, Dina and the rabbi, in these 5 short years, and I find that utterly amazing, have raised the awareness of both Jews and non-Jews alike regarding the presence of Chabad in the community as a force for unity and spirituality.
Very good. I would like to thank Rabbi Asher and Rebbetzin Dina and their family for creating such a wonderful atmosphere for Chabad. I feel like Chabad is an oasis, a sanctuary where we can go and we can feel very safe. And to me, it feels like Judaism lives, flourishes, and energizes us just being in the presence of Chabad, Hashem, and all the wonderful people who are there. I would like to say I'm very proud of Dina and the rabbi for 5 years, how much they have accomplished. And we're very blessed that they chose our community to come and to set up a Chabad. And I also am very proud of my husband. He has been full support to Rabbi Asher from the outset. And he's just worked so diligently and he's been so supportive. And I want to thank him also. And we want to wish Rabbi and Dina many more years of success and prosperity and enlarged participation, and that will just keep growing and flourishing.
We'd just like to congratulate Chabad for being here for 5 years. Congratulations, hopefully many more years to come, and we wish Chabad all the best. And thank you, Rabbi and Asher and Dina, for coming down here in the Valley and
for your heart-whole commitment to everything you do. I think Chabad has the doors open to everybody who wants to participate. Nothing is expected but what you want to contribute, and you'll be surprised.
Thank you for being here. I hope you stay here. I hope your children grow up here. And I hope that the dreams and aspirations that you have here will be materialized, and that one day that we'll all be here and welcome Mashiach together.
Our future plans. Well, first I must say, I feel like we haven't even begun. Perhaps we've just scratched the surface. To sit here and tell you all the items and ideas and programs that we have in mind, we could sit here all day. I think ultimately, what we have to take into mind is the general plan of creation. You know, when God created the world, there was a purpose. He put us in this universe because He wanted us human beings to transform the world through our good actions into a holy, godly, spiritual place. This is going to culminate one day in what we call the times of Mashiach. I would hope that the contributions that we've made here in the Valley, the good things that we've been engaged in and involved in with many of the beautiful community members, has in some way made a contribution to the collective good that takes place globally throughout time, from the beginning of time until today. And in some way, this contributes to ushering us into that moment, to that time where it's all going to culminate into the Messianic era. So that is my future. That is what I hope for the future. And in some way, our good actions, our contributions will usher the world into a time of total good, a time of Mashiach.
By adding one new mitzvah, everyone can become a stakeholder in the Rebbe's project as it continues to move forward and to grow.
Und als meisef ein Meister, ein Dibu, ein Achlot, lezad Atev, is neser was peilt auf sich, peilt rechet al bnei Beisir, und peilt, wie der Rambam schreibt, als Psag Din, al kol ha'elam kuli umachrie, lekav schus, bringt uns die Gejule bepeil, mamash, nitech simcha, vetuv levo.